A valiant effort by the Air Force Falcons falls just short as AIC picks up a extremely important regulation win. 3-2 is your final. Alongside Kyle Houston, I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Kyle, I think the moral to the story is you can't fall behind by 3 goals.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, AIC came out flying in that first period, getting those 3 goals. You have the leading goal scorer in the conference with Blake Bennett getting sprung for a breakaway goal. That's not the way that you want to start it. And then a couple other goals for AIC from Rylance and Jordan Byro. But after that, Park stood tall the rest of the way. But 3 goals is a hard mountain to climb.
It certainly is. Air Force gave it their best effort, though. They never gave up. They kept plugging away, and they made this thing extremely interesting at the end. Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. And as we mentioned, it was Brett Rylance's goal at 17:48 of period number 1 that put AIC up 3-0. And a lot of fans in here got really nervous, but Air Force, as they tend to do, just kept on battling.
Yeah, it was Luke Robinson, the defenseman, coming in after really picking up his stick and then finally able to figure out Jared Fisk. And then here's one of the stars of the third period, Chris Hedden, making this play happen. It was Andrew DiCarlo picking up his 4th goal of the season. And you thought, well, okay, finally we've gotten it past Fisk after he made a number of really good saves in that third period. But Air Force ultimately just comes up a little short. Aside, from the fact that they doubled the shot total that AIC had.
Yeah, you look at some of those numbers and you think that the Falcons are a little bit hard done by tonight, that they couldn't find a way to break through for that 3rd goal. But I think you got to give Jared Fisk a ton of credit. The AIC netminder tonight was on his game, and it took a lot for Air Force to be able to beat Fisk tonight.
Well, absolutely, and we talked about it. AIC has a couple of really good options in that. You can't really go wrong with either one. They decided to go with Jarrett Fisk tonight, and right from the puck drop, he was able to make a lot of key saves. He stopped a couple that he shouldn't have stopped. There's one I think about in the second period where it goes off of the knob of his stick, and sometimes that's just what happens. You face a goaltender that's in the right position, and he's making the right save. So unfortunate for Air Force because they were able to get a lot of shots toward him, but ultimately Fisk, he outplayed the Air Force Falcons.
Well, with the loss in regulation, Air Force remains 6 points back of Mercyhurst. There are still 9 points left on the table for Air Force. They'll have to regroup quickly and try to bounce back tomorrow night here at Cadet Ice Arena in Game 2 of their series against American International. The final score tonight, AIC 3, Air Force 2. Altitude's coverage of Air Force athletics continues February 21st at 7 p.m. when your Air Force men's basketball team takes on Fresno State. This has been a presentation of Altitude Sports and Entertainment, your home for the Air Force Falcons. For myself, Ryan Kaufman, and my broadcast partner, Kyle Houston, and the entire outstanding crew, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you around the rink on Altitude.